I'd like to call this meeting to order of the May 17th, 2023 Monee Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. We need a pledge of allegiance first. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Need a roll call?
Bettenhausen. Brophy.
Here.
Culp.
Here.
Linnerer.
Here.
Lindstrom.
Here.
Trevino.
Here.
West.
Thank you. We have a quorum. At this point in time, we need a motion to nominate board member Ron Lindstrom as chairman pro tem for tonight.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Brophy.
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Linnerer.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes. Now we need a motion.
Okay. Okay, now I'm going to need a motion to approve the regular meeting of Planning and Zoning of December 21st of 2022. A motion to approve that?
I'll approve it.
I'll second.
And roll call.
Culp.
Yes.
Linnerer.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
Okay, and we will have open to the public. And we are going to have a motion to open that. I need a motion to approve it.
Make a motion.
I'll second it.
And I need a roll call for that.
Linnerer.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino. Brophy.
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Okay, and I think we're going to have a representative from T-Mobile Fullerton Engineering for the property located at 25177 County Fair Drive. Can you come up and speak, please?
Okay. Just to describe, yeah. So the proposal is just for T-Mobile to install a pair of 6 antennas and 6 associated radios on top of the water tower located at that address.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. So the proposal is for T-Mobile to install 6 antennas and 6 associated radios at the water tower located at that address.
Can you explain a little further to the board what you can do with that property?
Yeah, so it just entails T-Mobile's construction crew getting out, installing on the already existing handrail that's on the water tower. There'll be cabling, but it'll be run through on the interior of the tower, so there won't be any obstruction to the view on the outside. And then there will be 2 associated power cabinets at the ground level and a 20 by 10 fenced-in leased area at the bottom. This proposal is just for T-Mobile to increase its network connectivity in the area. It's just meant to basically increase the network connectivity in the area.
One question that I was thinking about, once this goes up on the top of the tower, is this going to interfere with anybody's, televisions in particular?
No, it won't interfere with any televisions. It's solely meant just for the cellular use. Anyone who has T-Mobile essentially is going to have, easier, more seamless connection there. Similar to the other water tower I noticed when coming in. I saw that there is already equipment up there, so it's basically just meant to, increase the activity in that area specifically.
Okay.
Less drop calls, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah, less drop calls, maybe better 5G or data usage, just things like that. So solely for mobile mobile use, no use, impact.
Just T-Mobile.
Yes, correct. Just for T-Mobile, yes. No other carriers are involved in this proposal.
The only question I have, were you on the old water tower or no?
I do not believe T-Mobile's on the old water tower.
That's gone now.
Oh, okay.
That's been removed. And I thought possibly you were relocating to the newer water tower.
Sure, understood. Not to my knowledge, no.
Yeah, it could have been, honestly, I had no idea whose equipment was on the old one. It's not advertised.
Okay, understood.
Do you impact on 5G? And if yes, will you need substations placed throughout the neighborhood or any other property?
No, this won't involve any further installation outside of the scope of work that's entailed here, so no further substations at other, locations that are close to the water tower. It solely entails just the 6 antennas, and then it comes with associated radios. I do have the size on those. So 3 of the antennas are 8 feet. The other 3 are 2.9 feet. And the radios one is just under 2 feet at 1.83 feet, and the other is just over at 2.3. And they're gonna be all the way at the top. So the rad height I have on that's 155 feet. So that's the top of the water tank.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to need a motion to close this.
Yeah, please.
Make a motion to close this, please.
A motion for a favorable recommendation to the board.
And I'll need a motion for a favorable or unfavorable motion to the board.
I'll make the motion.
Second it.
And roll call, please.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes, favorable.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Linear.
Yes.
Okay, you will have a favorable sent to the village trustees, and that will be done on June 14th, and you should probably attend that meeting.
Okay, thank you.
It'll be
Okay, now I need another motion to open up for a public hearing for annexation of certain property of Village of Monee, 90 acres. Can I get a motion on that? Motion to open.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Trevino,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Linear,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
I'll start. Okay.
Who's going to speak on that? Okay.
Well, thank you for attending. This is a public hearing for the annexing of property of 90 acres, also known as the Bonham site. The village purchased this property, I want to say roughly 7 or 8 months ago. It is proposed to be zoned R1. And in the notice, I think it indicated R1. We're not sure if it'll ever be developed out there. But it was an opportunity for the village to buy that property, which we did. But it's the intent of the mayor and the board of trustees to make it R1. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't have any builder out there right now. We don't have any specs from anybody for a proposed subdivision, nothing. So, I know you're concerned, I guess, with respect to what the use is going to be. Right now, for the foreseeable future, it'll probably be farmland. In fact, I think we signed a lease with Mr. Batterman to farm it this year. So it's our desire to make it R1. It's not going to be M1, it's not going to be M2 or commercial, it's going to be R1. Any questions? Sure.
I don't know what it's zoned as right now. I live at 5512 West Wilson, which is right there. I live right next to that property.
Yes, sir. I think that's on the Will County ordinance. It's zoned agricultural.
Okay, does that affect my taxes in any way or
No.
anything to do with the way I go about my life?
Absolutely not. Your taxes are based on your use of the property. This property has not even been sent to Will County that we bought it. We will once it's finally annexed to the village, but it's still going to be zoned, we hope, R1. But until there's actually development out there, I doubt there's going to be any tax issues whatsoever. In fact, when the village buys it, which we did, we went for an exemption. So it's not even taxed after we get the exemption from the state of Illinois, there's no tax due on the property. Not on your property, you still owe money, okay? But no, it's, again, we're going to meet again with the mayor and the board. The next meeting will be June 14th, because we're going to give everybody the opportunity to come in and express their, position. But it's R1. They put a lot of thought into it, a lot of discussion between staff and between the mayor and the board. And in fact, if you notice the sign, it does say R1, which is residential. And we don't have a builder coming knocking on the door. We don't have any prospective builders at all. But
I've been talking to Ruben here and there. I know they wanted something about the city wants to put businesses in there. They want to do some residential stuff. They want to build a band shelter, some stuff I heard. And,
honestly, sir, if that took place, if it's zoned R1, it's zoned R1. If we wanted to put businesses out there in the future, we're going through the same process. You come before the board, the public will have their input, and then ultimately it's up to the board. But what we're trying to do is, it was an opportunity for the village. I don't know how long that property's up for sale. And we got an appraisal on it. We paid fair market value. So it's 60 acres that is under the village's control. Yes, ma'am.
Last year, there was a plan put out that residents could comment on, and it was basically for a road to go from 394 to Route 50, and there were 4 different possible routes. One of them is right through that field.
Ileana Expressway?
Yeah, right. That's what
Yeah.
she's talking about.
Ma'am, since we haven't heard anything about that for the last 3 or 4 years, where there's,
Because this was just last year, and they were eliciting comments from the public
Okay.
online. It all took place online. And like I said, one of the ones from 390, this was just from 394 to Route 50.
okay,
That, one of the 4 went right through that field.
If I may,
go ahead.
this was put out there by the Will County Department of Transportation. They are the ones that were looking to have a route from 57 to 394. And yes, one of them was coming right across the front door here. Part of the public input was yay, nay. Obviously, what came right through here, I was totally against as a citizen. Had nothing to do with being on planning and zoning, but I went to the meeting in Crete, and I saw the displays that they put out, and I put in my comments about it. And I told them they're absolutely nuts if they thought they were going to make this a truck route. Either go south or go north, but certainly do not bring it through here, right across an elementary school, 25 mile an hour, residential area. How many semis would we have? It'd be like a railroad coming through.
I just wanted to make sure that the village
This,
was
again, this,
not planning on going along with such a scheme.
this has nothing to do
Okay.
with the village. This was strictly Will County Department of Transportation. They just had one. If you've ever been west of 394, Exchange, Burrville, come together. They just had a public hearing about this. They want to possibly put in a roundabout at a cost of almost $5 million, and it's going to take 5 years to do it. Exact same type of public hearing, public comment. It's still out there. They're still taking some comments for the next, 3 or 4 days.
All right, thank you.
If the state wanted to build a road through there and it's zoned R1, what would they have to do to take that zoning away in order to put a road through there, or do they have to?
Well, they would have to come before this village first. And like we've indicated, the mayor and the board of trustees would sure welcome comment at that point in time, because we understand your concerns, sir. And the mayor and the board would call up probably a public meeting themselves, because if the state notified us, you'll be the second to hear.
Okay.
Okay?
'Cause I know one time that was gonna be the northern boundary loop of the airport at one time, now they moved it off further south. So
Well,
I think that's what the two of us are thinking about too.
and you,
On Plumtree, I don't want a truck route a half block from my house.
I understand. A lot of it had to do years ago when they were supposed to build that mall by,
The outlet mall?
and yeah, and it didn't go through. And so once that didn't go through, you know, we haven't heard anything further. But if they make a proposal like that, I know the mayor and the board and Ruben will very much keep everyone advised. Okay, because we have, obviously, we have a say-so, but more importantly, the residents have their right.
And I have not read or heard anything as to the progress of this proposed connection from 57 to 394. They were talking possibly Stunkel, which would be perfect, that's where it belongs. Or go a little bit further south. If they're going to spend $260 million on an interchange at Eagle Lake Road, that's where you go across.
Oh, I think that road's coming. Where it's gonna happen, we don't know, but I think that road's coming.
I do too, but I do believe that, if they use a little common sense,
Oh, I agree.
if they're going to spend $260 million on an interchange, buy up the farm fields and.
Don't step on
and
too
put it
many
through there.
toes, right?
Yep.
How are they gonna put in an airport if they do that?
That was originally for it,
I know.
but I don't see this happening. I don't see them spending $260 million for a white elephant. Of course, we'll know in about 6 months when they have to make up their mind.
There we go.
So just to double check, I'm at 5313 Orchard Trail, so you're saying that this area is not being impacted right now, and if anything were to develop, we would get another notice and it would be here, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I live on Orchard Trail. I'm right by you too over there. So there's nothing that's gonna affect us right now. And if it goes residential,
Okay. And can you just touch on what R1 means? I'm not familiar.
it's residential.
So just residential? zone?
Correct.
Okay.
Is it a half acre or more, something like that, R1?
That's a state residential
Okay.
across I-57. That wouldn't be a state. Okay, but,
So how many, would it be a square foot like it is in the city?
pardon me?
Would it be like in the town here, the number, amount of?
Yes,
square
sir.
foot?
Yes, sir. And that would have to come before the board too. The board would say yes, no, what kind of homes, whatever. But any developer who comes in's got to sign a subdivision plat, so everything would be coming for the board.
Okay, yeah, I know, 'cause I was involved with that thing when they built Heatherbrook. And, when Bond was zoned that was one of the things we were all upset about, was the zoning was gonna make it too small, too dense for what we want, for what our lifestyle is out there.
And that's something that should be, if it ever does come to fruition, you should come up and tell the board, you don't want high density. In fact, there was a proposal, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago to build the same type of development near the church over there. And we said, no. I mean, they were really jammed in. It wasn't even Monee at that time, but we said no.
Yeah.
I didn't say no, but the board did.
I think people in this town would be surprised that people show up at these meetings
Yeah.
and speak, and not just on the internet, but show up here and speak. People listen. We
do.
all listen. That's the truth.
Because I know when they built Walker's Grove, that was, some of us old timers remember how that was like there, and there was a little bit of uproar about them building Walker's Grove, small square foot lots that they were gonna have in there.
I think that was under Rehnquist, the developer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rehnquist,
I-
correct.
We remember him too, because,
Yeah.
okay, so, trust me though, everyone would be notified. If there's any type of change, any type of movement on it, the mayor and Ruben and the board, first things get notified are the residents. Okay?
Any other questions? Okay, I need a motion to close this. Need a second? We're going to close this, right?
Yeah, we'll close this one. Yeah.
Okay. I need a motion to close this then,
I'll second it.
and roll call, please.
Brophy,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna, now I need a motion to approve this or disapprove this.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Colt,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
Okay, and that approval will go to June 14th? Yes. To the village meeting, trustee meeting. Okay, now I need another motion to open up for consideration of annex of certain property of Village of Monee, 60 acres, Hillwood property. Can I have that motion, please?
I'll motion it.
I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Leonard,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Colt.
Yes.
Any discussion on this?
Bring the gentleman up. Motion to open public hearing.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to open the public hearing on this, and,
You just did it? Okay, Hillwood,
that.
if you could show up.
okay, the man from Hillwood.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. If I can pull up a quick presentation. We're delighted to be back. We were in front of the board before and the council before. I'm Don Schoenheider with Hillwood. Hillwood is a private investment and development company started and currently owned by the Perot family, Ross Perot Sr., Ross Perot Jr. We lost Ross Sr. a few years ago, but Ross Jr. still runs the company. We're based in Dallas and have developed worldwide, all-around, primarily industrial development-related projects, much like we're asking the board to consider here. We've built 264 million feet around the world. We're actually the largest developer right now in Europe as well, but what we're focused on right now is another opportunity to do things here in the village of Monee. If you remember, we purchased the Bailey Ridge 4 building from LFI. The building was vacant, no leasing activity. We were able to finish the building out, put office in, finish the floor, put lights in, and attracted Home Depot. And so we had a great experience here in the village. We appreciate the way the village handles its development, its approval process. The staff has been great to work with. And we're back again to ask for approval of, as Larry mentioned, to give you a sense of some of our customers and our relationships that we have around the country. We're looking for annexation for a 60-acre site currently owned by the Battermans, where our plans are to build a 860,000-foot distribution facility. With me also tonight is Ryan Blocker from Jacob and Hefner Associates, who's our engineering and consulting firm. If you have any technical questions about the building, the engineering, site-related questions, he would be someone that can help with those questions as well. We're excited about the opportunity here. We're seeing a great deal of leasing activity in the I-57 corridor. The building just to the north was leased by Solo Cup. We're seeing more activity around the intermodal. So we believe there's an opportunity and a chance for us to come and build a new speculative building here in town, attract another good high-quality tenant with good paying jobs and good employees. So we've been excited about the prospect. We've had the site under contract for about a year. We're going through the approval process at this point. We have a landscape plan that is up on the screen, if there are any questions about that. But the building would look very similar to style and to design to the Bailey Ridge 4 building that's currently there now. Happy to answer questions, comments, anything from the board or the audience.
Good-looking property.
Thank you very much, sir.
Any discussions?
What's the projected lifespan of the building?
These buildings are precast concrete. And we have buildings that we built that are still looking this good at 50 years. And I won't be here in 50 years.
I understand that. Because I always look at those buildings that go up to precast, they come down as quick as they go up.
Yeah,
Those are only the ones that belong to Amazon.
yeah.
Yeah. It'd be sooner than we can imagine. But yeah, that's what I was considering. In my mind, that's why I said, if the longevity of the building's 50 years, that means multiple tenants. Possibly.
It could be. What we are seeing is we're seeing more of our tenants putting more money inside the building than they ever have. Robotics and material handling
They're making
equipment.
their home.
And when you invest sometimes more money inside the building than what it costs us to build the building, they tend not to go very far.
How true.
Yeah. So,
Because that was my question, because like I said, it's just as quick to tear them down as to put them up.
yeah.
Grind up the concrete, away you go.
Well, again, we'll invest. This building will be 860,000 feet. I'm going to give you an idea that this project is probably between 85 and 100 million dollars that we'll make an investment on. So we're hoping it's here for a very long time, and we hope we have a tenant for a long time.
Back somehow.
Sure hope so.
Yep.
Ross wants that, so. Any other questions?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
you very much, Mr.
presentation.
Chairman.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Welcome to town.
Well, we've been here and we love it.
Well, I know,
so
you can continue on.
Yeah.
Keep bringing more.
We'll keep coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I need a motion to close this, please.
I'll make it.
I'll second it. And roll call.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino, Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lenore.
Yes.
Okay, and we will send a, okay. Anybody on the board got any questions or comments on this? Okay, this is going to be sent for the 24th. Okay, and now we're going to do the approval. I need a motion to approve this or disapprove it.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Trevino, Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lenore,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes. Okay,
May 24th.
May 24th, and
Okay.
that'll be at the trustee meeting.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. And now I need a motion to open up for rezoning of the Monee Town Center from M1 to C1. Can I have a motion on that?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lenore,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Okay, any questions on this?
What is the change for?
What we're trying to do, sir, this is the Governor's Highway property. We're trying to make it commercial over there. We've tried several years to bring in development, but we bought that property from the Sisters of St. Francis years ago. And ever since then, we've been trying to make it commercial. We might have some development pretty soon, but we have to rezone it to C1.
Any other questions?
If it's zoned commercial, would you be seeking to work with the state to possibly put in a light at Monee, Manhattan, and Governor?
Yes, ma'am. That, we would work with Jeff from Robinson Engineering, and he's a stickler for detail. So if he thinks it's appropriate, trust me, we'll try to put a light in. But we've, again, like I said, probably for 10 years, we've been trying to get something developed. Unfortunately, nothing's come through. But he's very good when it comes to infrastructure.
Anybody on the board have anything to ask? Okay, now I need a motion to close this. I'll make that motion.
Second. Yep.
Roll call, please.
Culp,
Yes.
Lenore,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino, Brophy.
Yes.
And that'll be brought up at the May 24th Village Trustee meeting. And now I need a a vote for approval for this or disapproval? Can I get a motion for that?
I'll make that motion to approve.
I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Lenore,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Culp.
Yes.
Okay. And now we're going to have any new business. Plat of dedication easement, 6025 Industrial Drive.
If I may, the village sold this property to Iroquois Paving. It used to be the old Public Works building, the prefab. Iroquois gave us an easement that we need. So this plat of dedication basically is granting the easement over to the village. We need that for ingress and egress and for police and fire. So they are making a lot of renovations inside that building, but it's zoned properly. It's going to be a lab, but they gave us an easement. So we need approval to execute that easement agreement so we can get it recorded with the county.
Any discussion on that? Okay, we're going to call for adjournment.
Motion to approve the easement.
You're going to approve that? Okay, I need a motion to approve this then?
I'll make it.
I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino, Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lenore.
Yes.
Okay, now I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Trevino, Brophy,
Yes.
Culp,
Yes.
Lenore,
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Michelle, June 14th for the 90 acres, right?
Yes.